Okay, everything's actually recording this time. Hi. I just realized I brought my dirty clothes in here with me. I changed right before I did this. I know. Got really dressed up for you guys. And now I was just looking around Cody's studio and I was like, oh, that's my pile of dirty clothes. I brought them in here instead of putting them in my hamper. So that is kind of just like a perfect representation of where I'm at today. That's cool. Okay, well, hi. It's circle time. Welcome back to the circle. It's me, Kelsey Kirple. Ay. That's not even my last name anymore. I did add it, though, to my middle name. Don't you worry. It is not my only middle name. I have 2 middle names now. My initials are 4 letters. KLKK. Oh my God. What the hell is up, you guys? If you are listening and you're kind of feeling like your brain has exploded into like 5 million tiny little crumbs, same. Literally same. That's I guess exactly how I'm feeling. Like, I don't know what is going on. Well, I kind of know what's going on. Okay, there's a few factors. These factors are, number 1, it was a long weekend. And I feel as though that kind of just throws me off entirely. Like, I cannot wrap my head. Like, I'm planning my week and I'm like, okay, I'll do this on Monday, this on Tuesday, whatever. Like, I don't really plan that much, but like, I'm like, okay, this is a Monday thing. And I still have Tuesday, Wednesday to do it because it's a Monday. Okay, this isn't making sense. Basically, when Monday gets eliminated, because there was a Monday, but it was a weekend, you know? So I didn't do anything. Well, I did actually really special things, like spend time with my beautiful family, my parents and my brother and my wonderful husband and my beautiful son and my dog. So I wouldn't say I didn't do anything. I actually did the most important thing a person could do. But I didn't do any work, obviously, or like anything productive, I would say. I'm starting the week and it's already Tuesday and I'm like, oh my God, I lost a day, you know? So that's where the brain crumbs begin. And then I also just started my period. So it's like, cool. No, that's awesome. If there is one thing I missed so much when I was pregnant, it was my period. Ugh, I missed her. Like, I just yearned for that period every single month. Just kidding. I'm joking, by the way. I don't never have missed my period. I don't miss it. And I'm kind of sad she's here. Well, I'm happy she's here because that means that my body is working and that means that I'm not pregnant, which I'm just quite not ready to be just at this time. So I'm happy about it that it's here, but it's also like, I feel like since I have gotten my period since being not pregnant anymore, like now that my period's back, it kind of comes back with a vengeance a little bit, like not really so much physically, but more like emotionally. Like I feel like I PMS worse in a different way. Like I don't know. Like I just feel different than I used to feel on my period. Because I used to PMS on my period before. It just feels different. Like it just feels like more intense and it just kind of comes out of nowhere. So, oh my God, 4 minutes in and I am divulging period secrets. That's the kind of thing where I'm like, does anyone want to hear about that? Like, no. I can probably guarantee Marshall, my producer right now who's listening, like he doesn't care, nor does he want to hear it, you know? Bless Marshall's heart. There was one time before I had Otis where I was like batching episodes and I thought basically this was when I was like 35 weeks pregnant. There was like a teensy tiny little bit of blood in my underwear. Okay, trigger warning. Blood in my underwear. Probably should have said that before. Sorry. We can trigger warning. I say blood. I've been talking about my period for fucking this whole episode so far. So I mean, the whole thing's kind of a trigger warning. Anyway, 35 weeks pregnant. Go to the bathroom after recording my episode with Connor. The last one that came out when I was on maternity leave. And there was like a teensy tiny little bit of blood. And I was like, oh my God, freaked out, obviously. Called my doctor. My doctor was like, you should go get checked out at the hospital just in case. Everything should be fine. And I was like, okay. And so I went in, and instead of being like, hey, I think I need to go to the doctor. Like, I wasn't like mysterious at all. I like, poor Marshall was just sitting there, and I was like, there was blood and I need to go to the doctor. And he was like, okay, weirdo. Like, he was probably like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? So anyways, then I just kind of ran out. Where am I even going with this? That's what happened. Everything was fine, by the way. Everything was fine, by the way. That is when I learned about my uterine irritability that I mentioned on another episode. But everything was completely, totally fine, obviously. All of that to say, sorry, Marshall, that all I do is talk about periods and blood. And sorry to anyone listening that's like, shut the fuck up about this. I'm going to stop. If you had to skip through because of all of that, you can tune back in right now. We made it 7 minutes and I am fully entering Yap Nation. Yay! Go me! I'm doing so amazing. Anywho, what the hell else was I even going to say? I was like going somewhere. Okay. Oh yeah. So my brain crumbles. So basically, my brain crumbles come from the fact that we had a holiday on Monday, and then a period, which I said I wasn't going to talk about anymore, so just ignore that. And then I'm going away this weekend. I'm going away tomorrow night for the weekend. I'm taking a red eye to Miami tomorrow, and coming home on Sunday. So I'm going to be gone for like 3.5 days. I am really freaking out about it. I thought I was like so chill. Actually, I've never once thought I was so chill. Like, I've actually never been chill. So the fact that I'm like just tried to pretend like I thought that I was going to be chill about this, like, no, I didn't. I knew in the back of my mind I wasn't going to be chill about this. So no, I'm not been chill, but like it's really starting to set in that I'm going to be gone. And I am really anxious about leaving Otis. He's going to be totally fine. He's going to be with Cody. He's going to be with my parents. Like, they're all going to come together and take care of my beautiful son without me. And I know he will be okay. He is in wonderful hands. And I am going to my friend's bachelorette party, and I have to show up for my friends also. I have to do the other things in my life that also made me happy in order to be one well-rounded, fulfilled person. So I could honestly, like, all of it is just to be a better mom for Otis. And like, you have to do the other things, I've talked about this, that make you happy in order to like be a well-rounded, present, happy mom, which is why I'm continuing to work. And it's why I'm doing all of those things, is so that I can be the best mom I can be and give my son the best life I possibly can. And I'm really just like completely talking myself off the ledge right now, because I like didn't sleep last night. Can you tell? My angel of a 4-month-old baby, he's almost 5 months, but my angel of a son sleeps through the night perfectly, and I do not. I just sit there wide awake. And if I'm not staring at the monitor, by the way, he's in the same room as us. He's just like across the room. But I'm not staring at him in the monitor, then I'm just kind of staring into the abyss. And that's what I was doing until about 1 a.m. And then I would fall asleep and wake up and fall asleep and wake up. So I'm just a little bit tired. So that is also, the brain crumbles, I think, are coming from that a lot. This ad is sponsored by ByHeart. ByHeart is an infant nutrition company built from the ground up to deliver innovation on behalf of babies and parents. Their mission is simple, and it is one that I love: make the best formula in the world. This year, my friends at ByHeart, the only American-made formula with globally sourced ingredients to use organic, grass-fed whole milk, never skim, are celebrating the ways in which they never skim on anything, especially your babies. ByHeart never skims on healthy fats using only organic, grass-fed whole milk, and whole milk is full of healthy fats like naturally occurring MFGM, which play an important role in babies' brain development and growth. ByHeart never skims on their standards. Their formula is made with certified clean ingredients, plus it has no soy, no corn syrup, no GMOs, or palm oil. All things that are very important that we love very, very much. If you're curious about ByHeart, redeem your welcome offer at byheart.com/podcast with code CircleTime20 for a limited time. Additional terms and conditions apply. And something that I realize that I do when I stress out about like a trip is I hyperfixate. This is so ridiculous, but I hyperfixate on like what I'm going to pack and what I'm going to wear. And at this point in time, I have about 6 things that I rotate. And it's a pair of jeans, a cardigan, a jacket, and then the rest is sweats and sweatshirts. Like I am not wearing a lot. These leggings, these are a new purchase because I needed leggings for when I attempted to work out. Like things like I just like don't have clothes right now. First of all, we're in kind of like limbo because we're still in our guest house. My closet is still accessible to me in the house, but it's a goddamn mess, you guys. It's a goddamn mess. I threw so much shit in there before like they started working in the house, and I'm scared to go in there. I don't even know what's in my closet anymore. I need to do a serious closet clean out. So I will be doing that, but it is scary in there. So I go in and I try to get things out of there, but I don't even know what's in there. It's like clothes from before I was pregnant and then clothes from during my pregnancy. And like, it's just like a disaster. And I just don't even know like who I am style wise anymore. Like I know what I like still, but like, do I? Like, I feel like my style is just kind of changing. I don't know if the word would be evolving because it feels as though it's devolving. Is that a word? Is devolving a word? I wish I was talking to someone. There's no one in here. I'm just kind of asking into the abyss if devolving is a word. And you can let me know in the Geneva if devolving is a word. I'll keep my eyes peeled for the answer on that one. I think I just haven't like gotten new clothes because my body is changing so much. Like I feel like every day something fits differently than it did the day before, whether it's too small, too big, like everything is fluctuating constantly. So like I have no idea like what looks good anymore, what fits my body type, because my body type is kind of changed. Like I'm just kind of like in limbo. And so getting clothes is hard, but I love getting clothes and I want to get clothes. And so when there's a trip coming up, like there is this weekend, I'm like, okay, I need to get new clothes. And then I start panicking. And then I'm like, what if that comes and it doesn't fit? So then I need a backup. But then what if I need a backup for the backup? So then I just start like manic ordering. And it is kind of insane. And I don't love to do it because I don't love returning things. But you got to do what you got to do. And I will be making a lot of returns because I didn't make very smart purchases. I kind of just like blacked out and made 1,000 purchases. Not 1,000, but a lot. So need to go through those. And the thing that is just keeping us all on our toes is that everything's coming tomorrow morning. Everything is coming tomorrow morning and I leave tomorrow night. So I think that is a reason why I got so much is because I'm like, I need backups. So I'm worried about that. And so my brain is just in a bunch of crumblies. Is anybody else having a crumbly brain? Like, I don't even know how else to describe it. But if you're having a crumbly brain, I am here for you and I see you. And our brains will come back together soon. Crumbly brain happens to everyone. So don't even worry about it if you're experiencing brain crumbles at this time. Because it happens to the best of us. All hot girls and all smart girls and all funny girls. All girlies get crumbly brain. You know? All girlies get crumbly brain, and that's what makes us so like cute and fun and sweet and flirty and like perfect is our brain crumbles. Okay? Yeah, that's what's going on with me. I just kind of feel like I'm all over the place. I'm a little bit anxious or a lot of bit anxious, and I'm just kind of like, ugh. But everything's also going to be totally fine. Right? Because it always is. It always is totally fine. What else is going on? I'm talking a lot, but you'll actually never believe it because that's like actually what I'm supposed to do because this is a podcast. I'm actually doing my job. Next up, I'm still obsessed with Summer House, and I feel like we need to talk about it again because I'm now on season 7. So the season that's currently on is season 8. I would say I'm still quite addicted. Really, I guess I have the same thoughts as before, except I have gotten Cody into it. And so now Cody is also addicted to Summer House. Like it was like 8 a.m. yesterday. And he was like, can I put on Summer House? And I was like, please be my guest. Obviously, like I don't want Otis to watch it. So like I try to get him to not look at the screen. It's like crazy. Like babies just love screens. I guess it's not crazy. It's like a bright light and like moving and stuff. Like obviously they love screens. But like I'm trying to not get him to be like a screen addict at this age. So I try to get him to not watch it, but it is on in the background. He's heard it. That's for sure. And that's okay. That's okay. Right? I'm going to say yes. And if you think otherwise, write it down in your journal and keep it to yourself. Okay? Thank you. But yeah, so anyway, I am just addicted. I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it, to be completely honest. And I don't want to watch anything else. But the issue is that like, I feel like I do need to watch something else, like something that's like scripted to kind of balance it out. Because right now it's just like Summer House, Summer House, Summer House, Summer House. And I'm like, it's all I'm watching. Is there a way, by the way, I don't know if anyone knows the answer to this, that I can go to a Summer House party? I don't know why anyone would know the answer to that, but like, can I go? I'm assuming they're filming again. And by assuming, I mean, I looked it up and it said they are currently filming another season, or they will be this summer, I think. So like, can I come to a party? Only if Paige and Sierra are going to be there, and Amanda and everyone else. Well, not everyone else, but, you know, Paige and Sierra. So then I'd go to a party. I wouldn't go. Maybe I'm actually too scared to go, but I think it would be so fun. Wouldn't it be so fun to go? It either would be so fun or it would be so awkward. Like a little piece of me feels like those parties are kind of awkward because they're like filmed and like they're are they staged? I don't know, but I want to go. Sue me. So I've never been to the Hamptons though, and I've heard mixed reviews. Like if you watch Summer House, it looks like really, really fun. But then like if I've talked like any of my friends who have been, a couple are like, I love it. But then like, I feel like majority are like, it's fine. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been, but it looks like something I would love. Like I like a little beach town, rosé parties. That's all I know because I've only know the Hamptons from Summer House. So that's the only reason those are the 3 things I know about it. But I do want to go to a party there because I feel like it looks like fun. And Love Island starts soon, which I'm actually really excited about. So that'll get me like out of my Summer House zone a little bit, but it still is like a reality show. So I need like a non-reality show to watch. So give me some suggestions for that because like I need something with like just like a tiny bit more substance. We started watching the Ashley Madison documentary on Netflix, which I never knew what Ashley Madison was. I never even knew that existed. Apparently, it's like a dating app for people that want to cheat on their spouses, which like that's really fucked up. Like why was that ever made? I mean, they go into why it was made, but like they don't justify it. They like think that they're justifying why they did it, but they're actually like it's just like a really bad thing that you did and like you can't justify it really. So like stop trying. But they're like, it wasn't that we like, I don't know. It was like we never wanted to break up a marriage. We did it so that people could help their marriages. And it's like, what? Did you thought if they cheated on their spouse and that would help their marriage? Like, I don't know. They're all kind of like really trying to like sell that story. And it's like, no. And then they talked to some people who were like on it. And the guy's like, I was like satisfied by my wife in every single way, but I just wanted attention from other girls. You know, I couldn't help it. And it's like, I feel like you could have helped it. Like, I feel like you maybe didn't need to do that. it's just like really, it's a really odd concept, but it is pretty interesting. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, ugh, I wish I could do this thing that I've always wanted to do, but I'm scared. I don't even know where to begin. Well, you know what? I'm telling you right here, right now, you go out there and you do it. Anyone, any of you sweet circlers who have a desire to start a brand, sell a product, post content, whatever dream it is that you're holding on to, I want you to just go for it. Okay. I know what it's like to be scared to start. I have been exactly there before, but my life completely changed for the better when I put myself out there and did the scary thing. And I could not have even dreamed at my life turning out the way that it has if I didn't do that. And you just never know where putting yourself out there will take you in life, you know? So if you are ready to step out of your comfort zone, but you're feeling a little scared, I get it. I've been there. And I have the perfect solution. Today's podcast is sponsored by a service that I love and that was so helpful when I was first starting out, and that is Squarespace. They are very beginner friendly and easy to use. Whether you're looking to sell a product, post content, grow a brand, Squarespace is the perfect place to do just that. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Squarespace makes it easy for you if you're just starting out with features like the flexible website templates with designs for any category you can think of that you can customize and update. My personal few favorite features are the video collection, the asset library, and the custom merch. So the video collection allows me to organize my video content easily. The asset library lets me upload, organize, and access all my content in one place, so things are just organized and all right there. And custom merch allows me to easily sell my merch to my beautiful audience. They really just make it so easy to create a beautiful website for any endeavor you are starting. So try it out. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/circletime to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Oh, and I finished the Fall Guy. Remember last episode where I said we started it, but we didn't finish it? We did finish it, and wow, I really loved that movie. Like, I did not think I was going to like it as much as I did. It was so charming. I do think Ryan Gosling is just like a charming guy. Like, he's a charmer. He knows how to charm the pants off of a movie. I don't even know how else to explain it. Like, I wouldn't say I'm like a Gosling girl. You know, I'm not a Gosling babe. I wouldn't say I would lay it all on the line for Ryan Gosling. Basically what I'm trying to say is, like, he's not. I wouldn't say he's like my type / like, I wouldn't consider him like a celeb crush perhaps. When he's acting, like his vibe, I then have a crush on. So, like, I guess I kind of do. Like, I can see why girls like him. But if I just saw him walking across the street, maybe I wouldn't be like, holy shit, he's so hot. But like, I like the vibe he brings to a movie. I do. I think he's such a charming guy. He's always charming. So he's really good in that. And he's just good in everything. Like, Crazy Stupid Love, what the hell? I mean, that movie is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We've all watched that, correct? Like, if you haven't watched Crazy Stupid Love, first off, finish this episode. Okay? Then go leave a review about how much you loved it. And then a five stars. And then go watch Crazy Stupid Love, because it is so good. It's like so good. It is one of the best rom-coms of our generation. There, I said it. It really is. So, and then him in that movie, he's so good. Oh my God. Amazing. In fucking Barbie, I thought he was really good. This one, The Fall Guy, obviously loved. Let's talk about La La Land, because when everyone was like, oh my God, you love La La Land, you love La La Land. That's my impression of everyone telling me how much I would love it. And I was like, I don't. Like, I never really liked it. I watched it forever ago, like when it first came home from the theaters, if that makes sense. But I watched it at home with Cody when it first came out. And I was like, I don't love this. Like, it was not my cup of tea. And then I saw a little clip from it on TikTok actually recently. And I was like, wait a second. Would I love this? And it turns out that I do. Believe it or not, I love it. I mean, that movie is amazing. Okay. And that is also Ryan Gosling, obviously, and Emma Stone, again, in Crazy Stupid Love. They're both in that too. But like the chemistry between those two, palpable, obviously. But he's just so charming. He's charming in everything. So it just leads me to believe that he is actually that charming of a guy. And like in his like award speeches and stuff, he always seems charming and he seems like a good husband and a good dad. So, oh my God, Jesus. I didn't expect a Ryan Gosling rant to be in my cards, but here we are. I like the guy. Okay, sue me. The Fall Guy is really good. Getting a little choked up even just talking about it. And that's really like all of my like weekly updates for y'all. Still trying out y'all in my vocabulary. Let me know if that one sounded natural. So I was hanging out with my mom yesterday and she is a 6th grade teacher. The best teacher ever, actually. So my mom is a wonderful teacher. I know for a fact because she was my teacher when I was in 8th grade and she was my 6th and 7th grade English teacher also. So I know for a fact she's a wonderful, wonderful teacher. Shout out, Mom. Hey, love you. Thanks for being the best. She was showing me this little like activity book she has for her class because it's like the end of the school year. And so they're kind of done with like the learning of the new material, but they are still in school. So she has like this fun little activity book where they do these really like fun activities. That's what an activity book is. But like it's like vocabulary stuff and like, you know, it's like actual, they're learning, but it's fun, you know? But in this book, there's also like fun would you rather questions. I don't know that like she ever uses these, but she was like, you should do these would you rathers for circle time. And I was like, you know what? You are so right. So she was like, you should do these would you rathers for circle time. So I did. So I took pictures of them, but I didn't really look at them because I wanted to kind of be surprised. So we're going to do some together because I just think that that's fun. And I like would you rathers. And you can tell me your answers in the Geneva. Go to the link. It's in the highlights of Circle Time Pod on Instagram and do it in like the recent episodes or something. I want to hear what your answers are. All right. Graduate but not have a ceremony or not graduate but be required to attend the ceremony. Okay. That's like the easiest question in the world. Graduate but not have a ceremony. That's like the best of both worlds. Like the ceremonies, no offense, they're long and boring. I said it. They're long and boring. Okay. Take an extra math class or science class each semester. Science. Duh. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that. Unless it's like addition, a full addition class, I would do that. Or like multiplication, I would do that. But like if we're getting into like statistics and stuff, I cannot deal. I'm bad at math. I am. Okay. So I guess I'd rather do science. Okay. Be able to respond only in emojis or only with misspelled words. I think emojis. Like it's like a little bit more exciting. Although like if you actually wanted to tell someone how you were feeling about something, I feel like it would be a little hard with emojis, but maybe it's for the best. Maybe it would prevent some of my yapping if I could only use emojis. You know what I mean? Okay, next. Have your phone stop playing videos or have the keyboard break. The keyboard, right? Like you can't do anything without a keyboard. I could go somewhere else and watch a video. I can watch Summer House on the TV. I don't need it on my phone. Okay, these are kind of easy, I feel. Know everything. Duh, already have that. Know everything and not be able to speak, or know nothing and unable to stop talking. Know nothing and be unable to stop talking is literally the premise of this podcast. So I might have to go with that. Absolutely know nothing and unable to stop talking. Like I do that every day, obviously, already. So like I'm really good at that. But also like I can't imagine knowing everything. Like there's some secrets. I know people's secrets, okay? And the fact that I can't like scream them out into the, like, sometimes I'm like, I wish I could just tell you what I know about this person. But I can't, you know? And that like, it drives me crazy. So like to know everything and not be able to speak at all. Oh my God, that would drive me crazy. Live with your mom forever or live with 30 cats. My mom actually read this one to me and she said that I was going to choose 30 cats and there's just simply no way I would ever choose 30 cats over living with my mom. I would obviously live with my mom forever. Living with your mom is the best. Be able to only send text messages or only receive them. Ew. I think receive. I don't know. Maybe receive, but then you can't respond. Can you respond in voice memos? Is that a loophole? Be grounded for a month. Oh shit. Or not be allowed to come home for a month. Be grounded. I want to stay home. It depends. Like, am I like not allowed to come home because I'm doing something fun, or am I like just sitting outside waiting to go home? That's a tough one. Did you know that hair thinning will happen to approximately 1 in 2 women? If you're among them, no, you're not alone. I promise. I am right there with you. Thinning is normal, but it's not openly talked about. And going through it can feel lonely and frustrating. Join the over 1 million people that are doing something about it with Nutrafol. You guys, if you've watched any of the recent episodes, I've talked about it pretty much every time, but I'm just chatting and, fiddling with my hair, and it's all just falling out. And I know that's a postpartum thing, but it also was happening even before having Otis. So it's normal. You are not alone. I am right there with you. But Nutrafol is a game changer. It is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. Everyone's root causes of hair thinning are different, so a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different stages, such as postpartum, like I'm dealing with right now, and menopause, as well as for different lifestyles, such as plant-based diets. So there's always something for you. Take their hair wellness quiz on Nutrafol.com for a personalized hair health plan based on your specific root causes. And with Nutrafol, building a hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required, free shipping and automated deliveries ensure you'll never miss a day. It's that easy. See results, and you'll see results in 3 to 6 months. So take the first step to visibly thicker, healthier hair. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code CircleTime. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and hairstylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code CircleTime. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code CircleTime. Okay, you guys, here's another tough one. Have a huge pimple on your face on senior picture day or at prom. Fuck. That's a serious one. Sorry, I'm really thinking about this even though I'm like 30. I'm like, fuck, I don't know. What's prom? And like, what if the cute guys there, but then picture day? I'm going with pimple on my face for prom. First of all, because I didn't even have a date. Okay, well, I had a date my senior year, but not my junior year. And second of all, like senior pictures, like I feel like those last a lifetime. Like that's in the yearbook. That's framed in your mom's house. And I just feel like I would rather not have a pimple for that. Sound like a sheep or a chicken when you laugh. So say I say a joke. Okay, Cody tells me a joke and I go like this, bah! Or I go like this, bark, 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 bark. I feel like I already kind of do a little like bah vibe. So I guess bah. I guess sheep. Oh my God, you guys, what is even happening? What is this episode? Are you enjoying this? I hope so, because I actually am having the time of my life. With my circlies, hanging out, playing Would You Rather, feeling a little delusional and a little bit insane, and my brain is crumbling out of my nose because it's just falling out because there's tiny little crumbles everywhere. Okay, if your brain was full of crumblies, do you think it would fall out of your nose or like your mouth or like your ears or all of them? I think my nose. That was not a Would You Rather question. That was a Kelsey special. And I clearly am delusional today. Delirious, delusional. And I hope you guys still accept me and love me. Okay, eat food this is the last one, by the way. Don't worry if you're like, shut up. Well, I'm still going to keep talking, but I'm going to talk about something else. Eat food that's 5 months old or food with no expiration date. Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Food with no expiration date. duh. I'm scared of food that's like 2 hours old. Like if I'm scared of food that's a day before the expiration date. So I would say no expiration date. Like astronaut food, sign me up. I'll have that all day. AD all day, you know? Did you guys watch Love is Blind, the last season? The phrase AD all day is kind of like ingrained into my brain forever. So shout out AD. Love her. Clay, I don't know. But AD, love. That's that. Okay, fine. One more. Drink your own blood or your own snot. Ew. I'm going to throw up. The thought of drinking snot makes me like feel kind of nauseous. Feel a little nauseous from that. I guess blood. Blood's kind of the theme of this episode, isn't it? Sorry, guys. There we have it. That was our fun little Would You Rather. Thank you for the inspo, Mom. Shout out my girl. Now, it's my favorite time. It's our favorite time. It's a voicemail time. That's right. We're going to do a couple of voicemails because this is just a classic episode of Circle Time, you know? We do a little bit of this. We do a little bit of that. We do a little voicemail. If you ever want to leave a voicemail, the link for the voicemail is in the description of this episode. And so click on there and leave me a fun little voicemail. And I cannot wait to hear it. Okay. This is from 2 hours ago from Anonymous, which always kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Here we go.
Hi from Detroit, Kelsey. I'm wondering if you can tell us what your favorite city in the U.S. is other than Los Angeles, and why, and the best food that you've ever had in the U.S. Thanks, bye.
Oh my God, fun. That is a really fun one. Hi, Detroit. What's up? Okay. That's really hard. The best food I've ever had in the U.S. I mean, that's like a really, really difficult question. My favorite city besides Los Angeles, maybe like Palm Desert or New York or like Manhattan or Whitefish, Montana. Palm Desert has just always been my favorite place in the world. It's like my safe, happy place. Like I am just instantly happy the second I'm there. Also, New York is, I mean, it's New York. It's lively. I have family there. Like it's fun. You're in the city. I love New York. I love the hustle and the bustle. Not all the time I couldn't handle it, but when I'm there, I love it. And Whitefish, Montana is just serene. And I love the little town. I just love it. So it's hard to choose one. The best food I've ever had in the US, that's like, I don't know. That's really hard. But I did have cheese curds one time in Minnesota. And for some reason, when you asked me that question, the cheese curds that I had in Minnesota actually came to mind. So I might say that, but like, that's more just because I feel like it's like, I was like excited to try cheese curds in Minnesota. I know it's not like Wisconsin, but like it's close. I did have cheese curds in Wisconsin also, actually, now that I think about it. Those were really good too. Maybe it's every experience I've had with cheese curds in the Midwest. It depends. It depends on where you are. Like I feel like that's really, really hard. I'm going cheese curds. Out of left field, cheese curds. Okay, let's do another.
Hi, Kelsey. This is Bridget. I'm 20 years old and I just had a stroke, and you are one of the only people that can bring me some sense of calm and joy, and I just wanted to thank you for your videos. And I was supposed to graduate this coming year, and obviously this stroke is getting in the way of my plans. So I was just wondering how you deal with change. Obviously, I know you haven't had a stroke, so that's different, but I'm just struggling a lot with staying positive right now. But your videos are really helping me. Love you. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, Bridget, I love you. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm going to cry. Keep it together. Okay. Oh my God, sorry. Okay, thank you. I'm so happy to be a place of joy and comfort for you. That just like warms my heart. And you are amazing. And I mean, the fact that look at like you've done something that you have made it out of like a really, really scary thing. And you're on the other side now. And like, I know that your plans have changed, but like the fact that you're just calling and leaving me this voicemail, like you're doing amazing, and just keep pushing through. And your plans may have changed, but that does not mean that you won't be able to do the things that you once set out to do. You absolutely will. Like you're obviously doing amazing already, and just keep pushing through, and you will get to accomplish every single thing. I just know you will, Bridget, and you're doing amazing, and I love you, and keep going and keep fighting. And all of the circlers are circling around you, and we're here for you, and you will graduate. This is just a detour. It's not the end. So keep going. You clearly are strong, and you're brave, and you're amazing, and you're on the other side now. And let us know when you graduate, because I know you will, and it's okay if it takes you a different amount of time than you once thought it would. I feel like change is just seems like a really scary thing, but it doesn't mean that you won't get to exactly where you want to go. You just have to go through certain things before then, and you're doing amazing, and I love you, and thank you for listening. And I hope that was like helpful, but you're amazing, clearly. So keep going, and we're all here for you. Okay, I feel like we should like leave it there, because that one got me. So I love you guys. Thank you for calling in. Keep calling in. I love doing voicemails with y'all. Oh, did another y'all. So that's always fun. I love doing the voicemails. So keep leaving them. They could be anything. Those were two like completely opposite ones, but both good in their own way. Just call in and say whatever you want. And I love listening to them. I love hearing my circlers, putting a voice to the beautiful circlers' names, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for there? I don't really know. And now to round out our beautiful circle time, we have a journal question. So yeah, I still haven't found the journal questions, like that book of questions. I think it's packed away somewhere because they're still working on our house. By the way, the painting is almost done. It looks really good. I cannot wait to show you guys the house and just like talk more about it, because it is like really coming together now, people. We're going to be moving back in, hopefully, knock on wood, in like a month and a half. So I feel like since they're actually painting, that's a really good sign. And they're like almost done. And it looks good. Okay, so there's my little house update, but that's all I really have. And then they're going to start wallpapering. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. Haven't found my book yet, but I found this really cool like little card thing online when I was looking for these questions. So I might get that for the time being, because I miss having like good questions. So this is 50 questions, and I'm going to think of a number. I'm going 32. Do you have a lucky number? Why is it lucky to you? I wouldn't say I have a lucky number. I would say I have a favorite number, and that is 2. For some reason, it has always been 2, and it always will be 2. And when I see a 2, I feel it like it please it. It's like I like the way 2s look. So maybe 2 is my lucky number. I like even numbers. I feel like even numbers satisfy me. Actually, when Otis was born, well, because his original induction date was on an odd number. And I said to Emma, who you guys know, she's been on the pod before, I was like, I just always thought he was going to be an even guy. And she was like, that's okay. I'm an odd. Like, my birthday's on an odd. Like, maybe he's just supposed to have an odd. And I was like, okay, yeah, maybe. And he was an even guy. I was right. That is the one thing I was right about when it came to pregnancy intuition. Like, I thought he was going to be a girl, and then I thought he was going to be born early, and like I was always a little bit off, but I was not off about him being an even guy. He took his time, and he waited until Why did I just sound like that? And so he waited until it was an even day. So shout out my boy. Ugh, I love him. Okay, anyway, one more. Let's go number 9. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a circler. I want to be circling with you guys. So I'm already doing it, and I couldn't ask for anything more. And I also want to be a mom, so I'm also already doing that. And there we have it. There we freaking have it, you guys. I don't know what the hell mood this was in that I was in today, but thank you so much for listening and supporting me and my brain crumblies and just being the best ever. And I love you all so, so, so much. And just thank you for circling and for being the best. And I love you. And that's really it. And I'll do a little recap of my trip next time. And yeah, that's that. So thank you for circling. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Okay. Love you. Bye.
It's circle time. Let's sit down and have some fun. I said it's circle time. Just you and I. Time.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.